Alright, welcome to this hell that for some reason you guys voted for me to upload. But it is a support Nunu one, so it's not jungling, it's support. And you guys know how I hate supporting, especially when my team comp itself is pretty fucking dreadful. Look at that, we have a Shaco. That alone is terrible. I hate Shaco. And we have a Ziggs, we have a Warwick, we have Kaylin, we have a Nunu. There's like no synergy in our team at all. So, God help me. Fuck if I know what runes and masters I took. Oh yeah, there's a support Victor for some reason. So, we all thought it was going to be like support Morgana. But, whatever. It's just kind of ignore him for the most part. I hate this. It keeps happening a lot on the lower levels. I mean, on the diamond accounts, it doesn't happen as often, but I've had repeated events where my teammates go, I will only jungle, I will feed if I don't, or let me fucking jungle, or I lock in someone like... I lock in someone who can top lane and can jungle, and they pretty much forced me out of the jungle. Like in one game, I picked jungle Zac, and my teammate said, "Fuck no, I'm gonna jungle," and he was fourth pick, and he made me be top lane, and he picked I think he was Shaco again. So it's like, there's a lot. It's been happening a lot, and I hate the fact that Riot has no protection for players against trolls or intentional AFKs or that kind of stuff. I mean, Dota does. If you guys didn't know, if someone leaves in the beginning of the game, you could just someone leaves at the beginning of the game, you could just dodge it, and no one will be harmed. If you leave in champion select, it only punishes you, but it doesn't punish any of the other players. That kind of stuff. And I think I don't quite remember. I think there was something to protect you against dickweeds. Like, they can't just sit in fountain. They have to actually collect some experience before they're able to... I mean, they actually have to collect some experience or they'll be counted as AFK. So they can't just sit at the fountain. They have to actually kill things. If they don't get any experience, they'll be considered AFK one way or another. So it's like they actually have to show up to the fucking lanes. Of course, this might encourage some other type of trolling. But why am I ranting about this? Because honestly, do you really want me to talk about, oh, we pushed the minions back, you pushed the minions on forward to us? Really, nothing happens for the early part of the game because I'm support Nunu and we have Caitlyn. So, God forbid we actually be aggressive. We're not. Anyways, it's just the usual exchange in bottom lane. That's why I hate it. It's boring as hell. It's like all you do is last hit. I mean, it's kind of fun if you're the AD carry because you actually get to fight back, but as a support, you're like, man, one spell and I'm out of mana. Anyhow, yeah, my allied Shaco has not really done much bottom. He came once and gank was pretty embarrassing. And he's kind of getting his ass whipped in the jungle by Shyvana, and she's been invading him and just stealing his jungle. He wants to come down bottom to gank it. And he does burn flash from the victory and get his ultimate out. So that's actually a success. Though I think, he pretty much shouldn't bother with bottom lane. It's Kira lane. I was just thinking, who we should really probably be ganking? Kale and Morgana. And of course, though, Warwick, if you can probably already noticed, he's pretty much dealing with Kale well on his own. As to why I picked Nunu, because holy fuck, I can't play anyone else. I suck at a lot of supports. I don't want to play Leona. They were like, no, play Leona. And I'm like, no, I'm better. Doesn't matter, play her. And I'm just like, the fuck am I gonna do as Leona? You want me to just feed? You guys should know I have a huge disdain for anybody who tries to pick something they're not familiar with in a role they're not comfortable with. Oh yeah, not Nunu. Shaco kind of dies kind of pathetically here. He should have probably not run into the enemy team. He saw them coming and he just kind of did it anyways. But anyways, as I was saying, it's pretty annoying when people try to force you to play something. It's like back when Alistar was a big thing. Oh, here comes actual fight and we end up losing, so who cares? Back when Alistar was a huge thing, I remember my friend who I dual queued with was constantly yelled at to play Alistar, even though they couldn't play Alistar. It's like, fuck it, I don't even know how to play Janna and Sona and shit. And he goes, doesn't matter, play Alistar. It's like, fuck it, you want him to feed? It's like even if even if a certain character is underpowered at the moment, if you're way more comfortable playing that champion than you are somebody else, then it's probably best to just play that champion. I'd rather have a player who's very comfortable and knowledgeable on Janna play Janna right now when she's not really that attractive as a pick, than to pick Leona and has never played her and is very uncomfortable with all-in supports like that. So yeah, I know it's kind of a rant as a justification as to why I picked Nunu, but it is kind of a thing. It's like, I hated that my teammates bagged on me for this, and I just thought, you know what? I have a Caitlyn. Nunu's pretty good with Caitlyn. Might as well pick Nunu. My other choice would have been Taric, but honestly, Taric would probably have done a lot worse against this team than Nunu, all things considered. But yeah, my Caitlyn is losing her lane. We're losing our lane. I don't really think Victor's contributing much, if not just Vayne keeps getting a lot of free shots onto the Caitlyn. I don't think she was also familiar with bottom lane either. As to why I took Exhaust over Heal, and this was before the Heal got its nerf, because look at their team. Vayne and Kale. I know heals are the shit were the shit right then, but we needed an exhaust of some kind. Like, see some of my well, actually this was off stream, I believe. Yeah, it was off stream. Even some my teammates were like, "Why didn't you take a heal? Why exhaust?" I'm just like, bitch, you know, exhaust is gonna save our lives at some point or another. Oh yeah, right there, Jacob came in to turn it into, you know, a double kill for the enemy team. Yeah, Vayne is huge. But as you can see, this game's gonna take 40 minutes, so we're in for a ride. Anyways, you know, I'm actually interested in trying to support Gragas, because that's somebody everyone's been playing and raving about. So, like, if I'm forced to play support again, I'm definitely going to lock in Gragas. Oh, maybe if Victor had better mana sustain, I probably would have picked him too. But holy shit, his mana is terrible. You can see this guy just run out of mana after, like, a couple spells. I mean, now he's got some items, but, you know, oh crap, yeah, that, I kind of fucked that up. I kind of did my ultimate right on top of his little, I don't know what that thing is called, that anti-matter field or something, and I got stunned and my ultimate was wasted. Nonetheless, it doesn't matter. It's not a way to kill anybody. Shaker comes in, kills off the Victor, and the just kind of survives. The Victor wasted his flash. It was kind of funny, but I can't stay laughing for long because you'll see something, you know, happen soon enough. Also, before anyone asks, why didn't you level up your Q early? Because there was no need to. I would have pushed the lane, and the CS is not for me. Maxing out W and E is far, far better on a support Nunu. And in some cases, sometimes better than support in a jungle Nunu. Though his W has been nerfed a lot, that most jungle Nunus just leave W at rank 1. Anyways, they're doing that whole let's sneak Baron thingy, so it's kind of, that's one of the things I really hate about the Pharaoh Flare. It's really stupid. If you make a play at bottom lane, or your bottom teammate wins their fight down there and pushes a tower, or you kill mid laner or top laner, you can duel Baron. And it's like, yeah, that's stupid. The nerfs to Pharaoh Flare actually seemed kind of potent, because it added 2-3 more minutes of farming for to get the max stacks you need in order for it to transform, and that's actually enough time to for the laners to get enough gold or to prepare themselves for the power spike of the jungler. So it was actually kind of interesting how they handled that. I've been seeing more Spirit junglers be used again. Spirit Vi instead of Pharaoh Flare, Spirit Evelyn instead of Pharaoh Flare. So that's kind of a cool little thing. I know I'm not commentating about this game, but what the hell do I want to talk about? Look, you can see, my Caitlyn just threw herself into the enemy team. I know that was just a mistake and not like a lapse of intelligence or anything. But damn, this game went to hell in a handbasket. They only have about 1,000 gold lead, so it's not that huge. A lot of the kills are concentrated on our Shaco and our Warwick, which is not exactly a good thing, because we're going to need Caitlyn to be farmed and deadly. Warwick catches the KO, the fight breaks up, Morgana comes in, and he dies like a bitch, but I end up catching KO, and she burns her flash, but Shaker comes in and picks up the kill. Then, of course, Morgana's just like, fuck, but they killed my sister, then they come to kill me, and now she's dead too. Pointless game. but you guys voted for it. And then Shyvana catches me and I burn my flash, similar to Victor. So that's why I couldn't laugh. See, my team has more kills. We have about equal gold, but I'm still just worried about our late game. Look, the enemy team just has far, far better late game than us. And you can tell it's going to get to that point where their late game's going to shine. So this game's going to take a turn for the colorful. So we catch Victor. He ain't going to escape. He throws a little void thing, trying to protect himself. And it does catch Warwick. The Vayne and Victor turn around to counterattack, but it doesn't matter. Exhaust on Vayne. Warwick comes in and pretty much does her in. Snowball, Q, she's a goner. And then chase after Victor. So, Snowball, I back away because I'm going to die if I stay. And Warwick finishes Victor off. Hooray for us. We get 2 kills. We get another kill right there. We definitely have the kill lead, but not exactly a definitive gold lead. And as I said, their late game is starting to get there. Again, though, support Victor. Honestly, Riot, I don't understand why it's taken Riot so long to just give Victor some actual good monocosts. They're really bad. And, I mean, that's one of his, list of problems. But I would assume that's kind of easy to fix. Maybe make him a support. That could work out, at least temporarily, until you come up with a rework for him. Anyways, Baron attempt again. The enemy team is trying to get Baron, and we're here. And, of course, we can't fucking stop him. They take Dragon, we go in. I use my ultimate, and it doesn't get anybody, and Morgana only uses her shield. And shit hits the fan. Of course, as we're trying to run away, the enemy Vayne gets all heroic for some reason, and pretty much just goes right into the 3 of us, and we just pick her off before we run away. Of course, Kael's power is unprecedented, and actually, Kael survives it for that. But still, Kael is going to become a massive problem, and her ultimate is really bullshit. If you guys didn't know, Kael is one of the most used and the most banned and the highest win rate champion right now. Because bitch is powerful. Of course, we catch Kael, and I threw my exhaust on her just so she wouldn't run away. Pop my ultimate. It doesn't really do anything aside from, slowing them. I get killed with Shyvana, but thank God that Kael gets kill stolen by Caitlyn. Better have the double buffs on her so she can, just proc it instead of fucking shake her. And then the enemy team just pretty much gets scattered. So we won this fight, but then, Caitlyn gets caught by Vayne, gets obliterated. Then Vayne gets killed. Man, this game is a total fucking mess. And of course, you can tell I pretty much did not enjoy playing it. But of course, I hate everybody. So Morgana initiates for some damn reason, which is not going to really accomplish much except get her killed. It's like, why would you engage on them when your damage is not as high enough to kill a goddamn Warwick? That was a lapse of judgment. A pretty bad idea. So this game is full of bad ideas all around. My bad ideas, my teammates' bad ideas. Yeah, this is solo queue in a nutshell. And of course, it's 15 more minutes left, isn't there? But in this video, it's 7, so. Anyhow, back on the topic about picking, I really kind of wish I had less of a heart and gave people the roles they wanted. Because I tend to surrender the jungle role because, man, I'm pretty sure this player will be fucking worse at being in something besides the jungle than I would be. So I end up just giving people the jungle while I go, top lane. It's just this kind of, distrust of people doing something in the top lane. But, I mean, they kind of beg and shit. Oh, by the way, a team fight's happening. It's not really amounting to much. Pop my ultimate. It doesn't do anything. I kind of flash out. Ziggs saves my life. And then we just kind of waltz away. That was pretty lame, wasn't it? The enemy team finally does have a gold lead, but we wouldn't have known that in the game because we had higher kills. I think Riot should probably show you how much gold the team has overall and while you're playing the game. At the very least, it would give you an idea if you guys need to take objectives or stop dicking around. Anyways, as a support, I know I'm just building, the ancient coin thingy and the Randuin's Omen. Of course, it doesn't really do much if I die in 5 seconds in every fight, regardless of whatever build I have. But, Morgana initiates on me for some fucking reason, and of course that ends up being her fucking death. Honestly, even if I did die, she's a mid laner. I'm a support. There would have been a net gain for my team. So that's just dumb. Warwick goes right in, kills her support, and then just gets blasted a little, but it doesn't count too much. Technically, we have the advantage here, so we end up just pushing this tower down. Honestly, like, Shyvana jumps right into everybody, and then just pretty much gets diced to pieces. It's like, really? There's like a lot of bad calls by players here all around. Kao's split pushing, and the enemy team is actually going to rag on her, I think, in the at the end of the game. It's like, why are you only split pushing, Chaos? You should have helped us do things. Anyways, my team goes to Baron, and they were like, let's do Baron. I'm like, bitches, they're all alive now. We should not even try it. But because they showed up their faces at Baron, the enemy team tried to do it. Fortunately for us, we catch ourselves a few free shots on the enemy team, and Shaco decides to die anyways. Okay, Victor gets caught, and of course he's gonna not die. Wait, no, I think he does die. Fine, yeah, okay, you managed to shoot her down. Those Ziggs died to Morgana. There's no way we can get this Baron. I'm like, no health, so I'm just like, fuck it, no. She's like, there's no way we could secure this. So we ended up staying there and fighting, and pretty much Shyvana gets to kill everybody. Then Warwick gets murdered by the Vayne and decides to come back. So there we go. Bad decisions all around. We get aced. That's just squeaky chair. So they try to push, of course. They pretty poorly. It's like the Vayne didn't even bother joining them. And then Morgana dies to the tower. Shaco shows up. Now the Vayne finally shows the fuck up and actually contributes. But of course, at this point, she gets slowed down by everything. And of course, we don't accomplish much because it's a fucking Vayne late game. And Shyvana joins the fray and kills the Ziggs. And then I die. So that was kind of pointless and stupid. So my fault, I think, because I initiated the whole thing. So bad decision even on my part. I don't know why Caitlyn just decided to use her ultimate instead of just gunning them down, or why Warwick didn't just pin her down in the first place and let Caitlyn shoot her. Then Warwick gets, CC'd like hell, slowed, and just gunned down. And of course, here's where Vayne and them die. It's like, they kind of stuck around a little too long. It's like, you guys forget, this is a fucking Warwick, and you guys got in melee range of him. It's like, good fucking idea. So, once again, the enemy team now actually has good lead, but they still have less kills than us. They threw away their lead, their pushing lead right now, for trying to kill Warwick in melee range. That's not exactly the smartest idea ever, and if it was my teammates, I would have vomited in disgust. Though, of course, my teammates and myself have already done stupid-ass fucking things. I'm actually ashamed of some of the crap I've done. I'm like, I think this game made me go on tellers like, I just want this nightmare to be over. Like, look at this. I can't do jack shit. I just throw, like, a slow and then my W, and then I die. It's like, I really wish I was somebody far more useful at this point. But my god, it's like that other Nunu game I uploaded. It's like, I'll support Nunu no matter how fucking good I did early. There was jack shit I could do. I was jungle support Nunu, I mean. No matter how good I did, I couldn't do fucking shit on carry. So we just lost big time. And in this case, we're getting our asses kicked again. Sure, we're winning certain things, and we do have more kills. But every fucking thing just leads to the fact that we're probably going to lose every team fight from then on. So we need a goddamn miracle. So, Kayle gets caught, but she survives. Then Shaco gets killed again. No fucking surprise there, even though he has the most kills. Shyvana finally dies. Victor dies. Then Warwick dies. So it's 2 for 2 so far. Then we stick around and get CCs. And then I die. And then nobody else dies. Ziggs misses his Q. And then just kind of, they walk away. So that was a 3 for 3. Kind of lame there, but we hold the line, I guess. Oh boy. We need a miracle of some kind, or an incredibly huge lack of, judgment on the enemy team. So Baron's about to spawn. We're gonna have to defend it, and I'm pretty damn sure they're about to rush it. So surprise, surprise! Morgana jumps out of nowhere, pops in her ultimate, and then everybody sort of escapes it. She goes a little too forward and gets bomb blasted. She's just murdered while Shaco's pushing down bottom lane. Morgana sort of gets picked off here. I flashed in ultimate. K already used her ultimate, so the enemy team eats my fully charged ultimate, and they get wiped out. So there's 2 people dead, and Shaco somehow managed to fucking kill the Vayne, or he's gonna soon. Shyvana, instead of doing Baron, jumps over the wall and decides to kill the Ziggs, but as a result, he leaves himself, open to being kited and killed. Shaco killed Vayne somehow, and now we get to push for the win. I have no idea why they thought that'd be a smart idea. They should have just fucking rushed Baron, gotten it over with, and then try to, go for the win. They really screw that up. But I'm happy because this is a win we probably shouldn't have had. With the attack speed from Nunu and Warwick, we grind these towers to dust. And hooray, we got a victory straight out of our asses. We probably shouldn't have won, but fuck it, we won. Screw this game, it took too long. Yay.